situation between Salah and Liverpool is different from Sadio Mane and different from Firmino, or do you think it's the same issue? At certain age, you must take a decision.
Absolutely, every single footballer knows what they need to do, and I think it's sometimes very unfair that we talk about greedy footballers wanting to go for the money, because a player's career is incredibly short, and obviously the earning potential of Mohamed Salah is huge. I mean, brand deals and all the rest of it, so it's not necessarily just about money, but it's also about playing, and it's also about family. You have to think about his family, the sacrifices that he's made, and you know, this is not someone who is born in Liverpool, this is not somebody who is from Liverpool, so you can understand there are so many other factors that go into it. So I think that sometimes we can be very judgmental, and we need to realise that we don't know the full story.
You saw a lot of legends, African legends in English Premier League, from the Drogba to Samuel Eto'o to Salah, Mahrez, Ziyech, Okocha and so on. In your opinion, who is the best African player in Premier League history?
Didier Drogba. He is my man. I mean, honestly, Chelsea haven't had a good
Drogba
number...
with love.
Chelsea haven't had a good number 9 since him, in my opinion. We've had so many players who try and come in and don't fit the system. He had this incredible arrogance, but the right kind of arrogance. He just changed games. We saw him in the Champions League final. I saw so many late winners, and he's a really humble guy as well. And he's an incredible ambassador. He stopped civil war in his country. He's so much more than just a footballer. And he actually became a bit of a friend in the end as well to me. I really respect him. I think he's a fantastic footballer. And yeah, he's got to be my favourite. But of course, Mo Salah is up there as well. He's absolutely phenomenal. So,
if you talk about the media in England and the difference between England and Egypt or in Middle East, the talk shows is trending a lot of times, talking about the problems, the issues and so on. In a channel like Sky, like BBC, like CBS, what is the types of the programs that you present or you follow on these channels?
It's interesting. It's actually always changing. So I've been doing this for 20 years. And when I first started out, I did very simple news shows, news reading, and chat shows as well, debate shows. I think everyone loves a debate, whether it's about Mo Salah or someone else. There's always big issues in football. VAR is a big talking point. But I think now they're actually trying to change things so they're a little bit more casual. So I think having people on who are behind the scenes, perhaps speaking to kit men, nutritionists, seeing what goes on behind the scenes. These kind of shows are becoming really popular, particularly on channels like YouTube or social media channels, TikTok as well. So I think there is a huge variety. Then, of course, there's the pitch side reporting, the live game analysis, which I love. I've always been a part of that. That's one of my favourites. And the regular news as well. So I think that there's just such a variety. And I think it's really important to constantly be evolving and seeing what people want, seeing what young people want and diverse audiences. Yeah.
From one of the best presenters in Europe in these times, how can we make a media interesting to the fans without fight between the fans? How can we make it?
I think it's about authenticity. It's about knowing exactly what you want to do and sticking with that. So there's nothing wrong with copying something that you've seen that's great, but do it your way and think about what is it that Egypt has to offer that's different? What is it that you can understand and know about better than anyone else? And I think just having that kind of very sort of one-track mentality. People love authenticity. They don't want to see media spin. They want to know the truth. So I think if it's opinions, it has to be authentic opinions. I think the English media has become much more opinionated now than it used to be. In the past, it was very much about reading the news and that was it. But now we're allowed to have an opinion, and I think that's no bad thing, as long as you know where you stand. And I also think listen to what the fans want. What are people asking for? What do they want to see? Do they want to see behind the scenes? Do they want opinion? Do they want stats? Do they want tactics? What do they want? And then listen to that.
Thank you so much, Alice. We'd like to see you in Egypt, and you're welcome here. I hope the best for you in this forum.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you.
Thank you so much.